Hello, it's me, and just when I thought I covered it all, it turns out I didn't. So, had a viewer question regarding a particular kind of parity. Actually, I had a couple of questions regarding this. The thinking was that, okay, so we have this ultimate shapeshifter, this 3x5x7, and because it behaves like a, like a floppy, it's going to have the floppy parities and everything.
How do you spell encyclopedia?
I don't know, look it up in the encyclopedia.
Okay.
Because it's the because it has the characteristics of a floppy with a floppy parity. Noah, you're living in the age of Google. You can find out any answer. And it starts to behave like a brick. The question is, does it have the brick parity as well? And the answer is yes. See, the thing about the ultimate shapeshifter, the thing about the ultimate shapeshifter is that it actually starts to span the different classifications, different criteria. So, did you find it out?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
I don't know.
Good research. So, this is an example of that. This was something that was shown to me as well, that you have it all down except for these two over here. In my case, they're at the left side. Yours might be a little bit different as well. So here, you see it's on this side. If I turn it around, it pretty much seems to occupy the same position, but they're actually on the opposite sides here. In this case, for my color scheme, it's over here and here. So it's actually on the opposite side here. So this is a brick parity. We have a bona fide brick parity. Now, because this is a couple layers deep, you can have the parity here or you can have the parity here. So I wouldn't be complete about my description on how to solve this guy if I didn't go over that. So it can be on the right side or the left side. And what we're actually going to want to be doing is, instead of flip-flopping these two, it's actually going to be a 3-cycle between this, this, and this. So what I'm going to want to do is, when you get in a situation like this, is hold this to the right side, take the one in the back, and do a 2B. But actually on the same level. So so go ahead and do the 2B, and then you can start doing, go ahead and start doing the algorithm. And this is the classic brick parity algorithm on the right side. Because this is deep over here, we do our U's rather are over here. So we'll do a 2F, U, this is my U. Then we do a 2R, UI, 2L, U, 2R, UI, 2L. And then in the middle we do our 2F. Then we slice just this middle one down as a 2R, 2R, and then 2F. And then go ahead and do the second part of the algorithm, which is going to be a 2L, U. Once again, it's these two. Don't mess that up. R, UI, 2L, U, 2R, UI, and we do a 2R, and then 2F. And now what we have to do is just get things back. And I'm just going to get things back, so I'm just going to move this over here like so. And move it back. So what you see is that we've actually put these back into position. We need to start getting these guys back. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip-flop these two here. So I've recalibrated the puzzle. It's 2U, 2R, 2F, 2U, 2F, 2R, 2U, to F. It puts it over here, so we just do a to U, to R, to F, to U, to F, to R, to U, and to F. And then we just get these guys back. Now, I know from experience that when you do the parity fix here, you're going to put the parity over here. So we're going to have that second step. In the meantime, we're going to start putting all these back in. These two will shift over to here. So to U, to R, to F, to U, and to F, to R, to U. Now understand that when you do these parity fixes, the brick parity fixes, there is going to be a cleanup process that you're going to have to do of getting others back. So what else needs to be placed in? Well, I've got this white can come over to here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that are out, and I know that there is going to end up to be parity on these sides, but let's put in as much as possible. This is okay over here. I think what's going to have to happen is if this white and red comes here, that'll be fine, and this will come here. So I'm going to be putting 2 in and 2 and just putting 1 out. So that's going to be 2U, 2R, 2F, 2U, 2U, and 2F, 2R, 2U. Now there isn't a huge plan that I have with this. Just get them in as much as you can. I don't have a set way that I'm doing this, but after you fix the parity here, just get these in as best as you can. You're going to have to put the middle ones in, and that'll be fine. And just put these into as far as you can go, and understand you will end up with a parity situation at the ends. So what we have is that same configuration, 3 that's out. So now I'm going to do it one more time. This will do the final 3 cycle. It's over here, but this is going to come down to over here. Now, I could have been more clever about it and maybe position it to where everything will come in, but I won't make it that complicated. So now we're going to do it again, and what should happen is that these guys should all switch. This should come here, this should come here, and this should come over here. So let's see if it works. We have, once again, 2F, UI, 2L, U, 2R, UI, 2L, U, 2R. Then we do a 2F, a middle, 2L, and 2F. Then we do our second half, which is 2R, UI, 2L, U, 2R, UI, 2L, U. We do our little 2L, and then 2F. And now we have but to put these back in here. So turn this here, turn this here. Let's go ahead and get these guys back here. And now you can see I already like it. Why? How do I know the parity's gone? Because these two are equivalent, these two are equivalent, and so just for the sake of completion, we'll finish this up. 2U, 2R, 2F, 2U, 2F, 2R, 2U, 2F, brings the parity out here, 2U, 2R, 2F, 2U, 2F, 2R, 2U, and 2F. So now all I have to do is place these guys back. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put, I think these have to exchange with these guys. So I'm going to, now let's start exchanging these appropriately. So these two have to exchange, 2U, 2R, 2F, 2U, 2U, 2F, 2R, 2U. And now we just have these two to exchange and you're done. 2U, 2R, 2F, 2U, 2U, and 2F, 2R, 2U. So that's how you get out of that situation. Just recognize that you do get both the floppy parity early on and you get the brick parity with that. So that's how you get out of that. And that is as full a tutorial and description with every situation I can think. Now, I have a challenge. Another viewer brought to my attention another question. And I think I'm going to do this a different way. And it had to do with a 4x4. What I wanted to do is, because a 4x4 is not hard to get, they're cheap, you can pick them up, rather than just go through a tutorial on how to do it, I figured I'd do a challenge first because this is such an easy puzzle to pick up. What his question was, is if you take a 4x4 and hold it at the red, white, and blue, that's just a particular confirmation that he had, take the bottom 2x2x4 part, which is over here, the bottom left, and bandage that together, which means that this whole 2x2x4 component is bandaged. This part here cannot move. Can you solve it just using these moves here, 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 without actually moving these? So pretend like all these are bandaged together. You can either tape it if you want, or you can put sheets in there. This actually is the same technique that you'd use for like a Siamese 4x4. If you were to take two 4x4s and put it out, pluck this out and put it in over here, you'd have a Siamese 4x4. Or you can have a bandaged puzzle, a bandaged 4x4. But my challenge is this: scramble it and solve it in this configuration. So to scramble it, it means, you go here, turn, 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 and I'm just going through the proper scramble. But notice, as I'm scrambling it, as I'm hopelessly destroying it, this remains the same. This has to be exactly the same. So do not move that. That is the challenge. Can you figure out how to do this? And yes, there is a solution. And maybe, if you're really good, I'll show it to you. But before I do that, I want to see who can find a way to solve this first. For bragging rights. And in life, what is better than bragging rights? So anyway, here's a pretty good scramble, but here's the bandaged area here. You have to solve it only using these moves over here and not moving the bandaged sides. Give it a try. See who can come up with it first. Show us a video about your particular solution. I'll come back with mine. And then we'll take it from there. So, thanks for watching.